See this as a very empowering time for you. You Cancers have the devil, right? Opposite zodiac sign of Cancer crabs. Basically entrapment, right? Stick with me. Some of y'all may click off. The Page of Cups and the Empress, right? Breaking out of that entrapment, how you felt while you were trying to get to know somebody. Obviously, you're not going back to that. The Empress, you're in a much better space. You like the position that you're in. The Fool, and you have a lot more free time. You don't have to hear somebody breathing down your neck every time that they did, which gives you way more time to be enterprising, work on anything that you pretty much want to work on. If you have any kind of hobbies, work on those hobbies. Do anything that you want to. The Hierophant, very much so being put in a position where you're listening to your instincts. Like it is that I said before, very much so listening to your instincts. And what I mean by that specifically is you're paying attention to your own instincts as to how you perceive somebody else. So if every time you hang around this person, you just keep understanding that they are idiots or they are a waste of time, you're going to listen to that. Vice versa. If you keep listening to yourself and you hear that this person is of great value to you, right? They bring value every time they show up. You're going to listen to that and you're going to have them around you even more. The Ace of Wands now represents, as a result of this, because you realize that when you don't listen to your own instincts, right, your feelings, that's where things go wrong, because you're usually right when it comes to getting to know people in the first place. So it's much more about learning to listen to your own gut, right? Listen to your own selves. The Strength and the Four of Cups now is about how, and the idea that people are trying to tell you that you need them is complete hogwash, because you know that you don't, right? You Cancer crabs can function on your own, right? You as a group or on your own. So someone trying to make you feel like you're trash is complete hogwash, because that's not true at all. And the thing about it is that but also the Four of Cups is also about paying attention to, like I said, the quality of the person. Are they a complete drunk? Are they addicted to anything? Are they caught up with gambling? Just paying attention to their quality, right? If they are an individual that very much so has benevolent traits to them, that can actually end up bringing you value. If they don't, there's definitely an emphasis, especially with the Strength card, to cut them off, right? If they do not bring any kind of real value that you would want. So the Queen of Pentacles now is about how, as a result of this, the Queen of Pentacles is about you paying attention to what you have in your life, okay, and being thankful for what you have, right? So it's not only a matter of self-empowerment, because you're making your own moves, but it's also a matter of self-empowerment because you're grateful because of the moves that you have made. So the Knight of Pentacles now is about how, so since that's the case, one of the types of people that you would be open to get to know, right, is someone who pretty much shares a love, right, kind of something that's similar to you, shares a love of knowledge, pretty much. So you're really in a particular situation where the person has to share the love of knowledge with you. They like to listen. They like to pay attention to what the other person has to say that they want. And if you do not see the other person has an interest in getting to know you and listening to what you say out of your own mouth that you would want, then that's not really the type of person that you would want around you in the long term anyway. So let's clarify some of these cards. Okay, let's clarify the strength. The Ace of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Ten of Wands. So, like it is, as I said before, the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles is about how, so for you, again, allowing people to essentially make their own decisions for themselves and to show you the quality of who they are. If the person does not show you any kind of direction in their life, again, you're not going to be around them for a very long time. They have to show you some form of, like I said, a redeeming quality. They have direction in their life. They know where it is that they're going to go. They have potential. I'm not saying that they have to be the richest individual. I'm not saying that they have to be Warren Buffett, now at least. But you would like for them to have some form of direction in their life, right? And the Emperor and the Ten of Wands now, the Emperor and the Ten of Wands is about because you have a form of direction in your life. So you would like to have someone to actually not have to depend on you for everything, right? A lot of times, in today's type of relationship, people usually put the financial burden of two people on one person. And that's not the way that it should be. Statistically, if you want to become successful, you probably shouldn't even do it like that. You probably should make it two incomes, two people actually pulling their own weight, contributing, therefore making it better. So as a result of this, just doing good like that. That's my dog back there. Just doing good like that. So you would want that type of partnership with somebody. And if they can't really give that to you, then no, you're not really going to take them too seriously enough to actually be with them like that. So let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. So to clarify, you have the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. So this is about how you're in a situation where, most relationships just irritate you. And it turns out not to really be good for you in the long run anyway, because the two of you are unfortunately not really on the same page, Cancer. So a lot of you end up having to walk away from that, right? The Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. But what you really want is someone, like I said, who can contribute, right? Pull their own weight, not just financially, but understands you. But I will say this, right? You Cancer crabs, your feelings can be complex. You don't like to communicate them verbally, right? Or directly. So what is wrong with my pets? I got to go check on them. So you have to essentially be in a situation where you really can communicate with somebody directly about what you want. Because if you don't, they're not going to know what it is that you want, right? And as you're communicating to them, listen, I ain't going to say listen, but watch to see or pay attention to see if they're actually listening to you and if they can take constructive criticism on how to get to know you, right? That's huge. That's a big factor that a lot of people don't want to do. Somebody will be screaming from the rooftops that they are a bad mix with that person, bad match with that person, and they'll still get with them anyway and then complain about why they didn't work instead of instead of, yes, I guess you could say being upset about it, having that time to be upset, and then going back to the drawing board and being like, okay, what could I have done better? You know, I shouldn't have got with X, Y, and Z. You know, this person wasn't a very good mix with me in the first place. So the Four of Pentacles, right? The Four of Pentacles now is about how, since that's the case, again, you know, that level of foundation, that level of feeling like you're at home with this person. So yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it though. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. You're looking for someone that has those qualities, all right? Remember that. Peace.